Welcome back to Season 1, Week 5 of the Armchair Football League. Today, we will be taking on the New York Giants. Both of us are 2-2 on the year. We started 0-2, and then we're coming off back-to-back wins with a blowout win over the Patriots a week ago. The Giants were in my division last Madden cycle, really good player. And then up Week 6, we have the Jets, who won a Super Bowl last cycle. So both good players dealt bad rosters right now. And so hopefully we can take advantage of that and pick up another win here to get above 500. So let's go into our weekly strategy and let's see if we can get any skill points this week. So this guy, he's a pretty big time passer, but he does have Saquon Barkley, so we kind of want to balance that. I'm going to say we want to defend medium passing. That's kind of that corner route area that I feel like is really hard to defend. So that's what we're going to go with first here. We're going to stay on full pads because we're at 100% on our fatigue ratings. And again, we're going to continue to develop starters everywhere except right outside linebacker where we want Campbell to get those reps. So that all looks good. And then, as usual, we want to be able to run the ball. So we're going to do run inside here. And let's take a look at our offense. We're going to be back at our starters everywhere except quarterback, halfback, and center. Now for our game plan goals, we need to get 7 staff points this week in order to be able to unlock the scheme fit thing, which is a big deal. So we want to pick some things that we think are easily attainable to be able to do that. So sacking the quarterbacks 5 times is not it. Maybe getting an interception. I'm going to say 2 passing touchdowns, because even if we only get 1, we do get a point for that. Maybe we can get 2. For defensive coordinator, we'll say allow 24 points or less, although we've done that the last 2 weeks and it hasn't registered. So let's go for 20. Maybe we can do that. Maybe it's the 24 points itself that's bugged. For offensive coordinator, let's say we'll have 250 yards. And for head coach, we'll go with, let's say 15 plus first downs. So 15 plus first downs, 250 yards, allowing 20 points or less, and 2 passing touchdowns. Those are our goals this time around. So let's sim our practice. Hopefully no injuries, and we'll see if we get any skill points that we can use this time around. Looking over here on the offense, it does not look like we have any injuries. What about on the defense? Doesn't look like any injuries, so that's good news. Now let's see if we can develop anybody. Good, we've got a few upgrade players. We haven't had many of those recently, so let's see who we get. Greg Little, he's one of our backup offensive linemen. We'll do power for him. We want to be able to run the ball. Not the best skill point. That's pretty lame, only getting 3 attributes for no lineman. And Isaiah Johnson, who is one of our corners. I like to be able to mix man and zone here, so I'm going to do slot. It's the lowest one. Let's go ahead and dev slot up a little bit. Good. That's a good skill point. 2-man coverage, 2 tackle, 1 press. So good skill point there. And I think that's all we can do at this screen. So let's go ahead and let's jump into the game. One more quick note before we hop into kickoff. I keep forgetting to mention a big blockbuster trade that I made last advance. I talked about it then, but the video didn't work and I forgot to mention it. So made a blockbuster trade. I traded defensive end Devontae Wyatt and next year's first round pick, so 2024, for Dawson, Knox, and Gregory Rousseau. And so here is Dawson Knox. He's 25 years old, star dev, needed a contract. We re-signed him. It's about $10 million a year on the contract. He's got 87 speed, which is not like Kyle Pitts' elite speed, but it's that next upper tier of speed. In drafting, elite speed starts at 87. So he's technically elite speed. He's got good run blocking at 66 run block. He is 6'4", so he's got 84 spec catch, so we can kind of use him on some high point passing. We can use him over the middle. He's a good run blocker. So felt like that was a pretty big upgrade over Robert Tonyan, who I turned around and traded for a third-round pick this year because I no longer needed him. So we got Dawson, Knox. Let me show you Gregory, Rousseau. Gregory Rousseau is 22 years old, star dev, versus Devontae Wyatt, who is 24, star dev. And so Rousseau is a little better player. He's bigger at 6'7", but he's a little lighter. He's 3-speed faster, and just since he's younger, he's going to develop a little faster. So overall, I felt like that was a really good trade for me. It ends up, I don't like giving up a first-round pick next year, especially with, the Aaron Rodgers potential retirement. So if I want to address quarterback, I probably need to do it this offseason. Here's my draft capital right now. I have a first and 4 seconds this year, 2 thirds, a fifth, and 3 sevenths. And then next year I have a second, third, 2 fourths, 3 fifths, 3 sixths, and 3 sevenths. So a lot of dart throws in that second draft. So that's kind of how it's shaping up right now. There's a lot of things we need to address in the offseason, but we'll talk about that as we get a little bit closer. So now, for real, let's go to kickoff. Hello and welcome back to Kickoff. Here we are in Week 5 against the New York Giants. Playing in our home stadium. Hopefully we can seize some momentum early in this game and never look back. So, like I said, this is a very good user we're playing today. Was in my division last year. Kind of dominated me towards the end of the cycle as he built out the Giants, who were actually his team last year. We will see if we can steal one from him early in the season here. Ooh, nice pass over the middle there to Jackson. Just roasting my CB on that dig route. Madden did drop a patch yesterday that we haven't really played on a whole lot, so supposedly the offensive line targeting is a little better, so we'll see how that impacts the games as we go. Saquon carries for 2 yards, is going to get us to a 2nd and 8. Oh, okay, this game's in London. I wondered why there was the NFL logo at the middle, and it didn't really look like. So I don't get the home field M factor in this game because it is a neutral site game. So we'll see if that makes any sort of impact in this game. And there is the pass rush. I'm not sure who that was that got there. I think that might have been Gregory Rousseau coming off of the edge there. And so now we get them to a 3rd and 18. Big third down here. A chance to get off of the field early. And that's going to be interception by Jair Alexander. He's probably going to get run down, but I guess a little bit of an arm punt there. But we're going to have the ball in plus territory already at our 46-yard line. A little bit of an uncharacteristic interception there for the Giants user. He's a pretty good passer, so anything we can do here to get turnovers early in the game is going to make a big difference for us, as Aaron Jones really has nowhere to go there. Picks up 3 on the first play of the game. Targeting Christian Watkins up the seam. It's going to be in and out of his hands. Thought we had a window there that we could drop that throw in, but he's unable to hang on after getting hands on the ball. All right, 3rd and 7 here. At least want to pick up a few yards so we can set up a field goal attempt, if not a first down. We'll snap throw that to Dawson Knox, and he is going to pick up the first down, eats a hit stick, but hangs on to the ball down inside the 10-yard, or down inside, almost inside the 30-yard line. Looking like some man coverage here. Maybe even cover 0 with the safeties up like this. Tried to set up the draw play there, but it's a good user play by him to bounce out and make that tackle. So far nothing going for us in the running game. Hopefully we can get that going later on. This looks like another cover 0 blitz. And Jones, it's going to be a race to the edge, and he's going to get run down. He gets the edge, gets run down. It will be a 6-yard gain. Gets us to 3rd and manageable. Looking like man coverage again here. Ooh. In and out of the hands of the corner? Or was that in and out of the hands of Knox? I couldn't really tell. Thought I had a window to throw that, and I did not. So either way, fortunate there not to be intercepted. And we'll have to settle for a field goal on our opening drive. I totally forgot to check on why my punter is my kicker last week. I need to go take a look at that. I don't think there's any way to change that, actually, because you just have a kicker and a punter slot. And my kicker kicks my field goals. He just does not kick off. Let's see if we can get some pressure off of the edge here. He throws it out quick to the flats, and Quay Walker will rally and tackle. It's going to be a gain of 4. forces the cutback from Barkley there. It's only going to be 1 yard, so a key third down here. And he's going to hit Barkley out to the flat. Eric Stokes dives in for the tackle, but it won't stop the first down. And Bellinger, the tight end, wide open there. Just got to be able to get home. If we're going to bring pressure, it's got to get home. He's able to just fade away and hit guys wide open there. Somebody tackle him. Just moving the ball at will on us so far. I think we're going to have to get some pressure. Whiffs on the tackle there in the hole. It's going to be an easy first down for Saquon. Hits the flat to Bellinger. Again, just pretty well dicing us up on offense. We're either going to have to get pressure or get an interception. That's the only way we stopped him last game, was just that key sack. So might have to try to dial up some pressure, take some more risks here on defense. And there's a handoff to Barkley. He's going to lose 2. Winds up at a 3rd and 6. And wide open pass to Bellinger. Safety not covering anybody there. Safety, instead of covering his responsibility, went and stood flat-footed at the first down marker. So he easily layers that pass in over the safety. This definitely has the feel of a game that we're just going to have to put up points if we're going to win. Because I don't have a lot of confidence in our defense today to be able to stop the Giants' passing attack. I guess we can try some more. We can try some more man coverage. We didn't do much man that possession, so.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Cover 0 there, able to get the ball out quickly and avoid taking a sack.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs.
Rogers will call his own number, stepping up into the pocket there and picking up a first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And there's Aaron Jones toting the rock for a gain of 7 to get to a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones.
And perfect blocking there. Aaron Jones has a huge hole to run through down to the 42-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, we've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
On first down, Rogers.
And Sammy Watkins on the corner route fits it into a tight window there down to the 19-yard line.
23 yards, the final tally.
This has been a nice answer to the catch.
David Bakhtiari maybe getting away with a hold on Kevon Thibodeau there on the edge.
A nice throw there, and putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Watkins is unable to hold the block there, but we're still going to pick up 6 yards, gets us down to the 13. This is kind of getting into the danger zone where I have a really hard time putting the ball in the end zone.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Looking like man coverage here.
Here's Rogers to throw.
And Sammy Watkins over the middle of the field splits the safeties in the cover 2. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Packers. The good guys will go up 10-7 on the road in London. Fighting against jet lag, fighting against the Giants. Get the touchdown to retake the lead with 3:39 remaining in the half. So we get the ball back after half. It's really critical that we get some sort of stop here. Don't want to go into half down. It feels like, the offense has played a good half. We got a field goal courtesy of the defense. We got a touchdown drive. But the defense has to get a stop here. Can't be giving up a long touchdown drive again.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And we've got pressure coming off the edge. Isaiah Johnson brings the heat, but Trevor Lawrence will get the ball out, throw out a sack.
Specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence.
And on that play, Saquon Barkley just gets tied up at the line of scrimmage. So it's unfortunate when that happens. I mean, not for me, but unfortunate for him that happened there.
Try to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw.
He's going to throw it deep for Darius Slayton, who somehow gets behind a guy that's just manned up on him in a streak. Unbelievable. Oh. Okay, so it just didn't... I switched my play when he motioned the running back to man coverage, and it just didn't register, so that's nice.
But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Lawrence going to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
So that's just an unfortunate break for us that didn't get our play to register there. And now he is driving right into the red zone. We're going to have to hold strong here, hold him to a field goal ideally. And that's not going to happen when you just go untouched into the end zone on a run play. So no resistance from the defense, scores a touchdown in less than a minute. And this game looks like it's going to be a shootout. Shootouts are not the kind of game that I'm necessarily most equipped to win. Generally, when I'm winning games with my defense. So, but we'll see if we can keep pace with the Giants here. They don't have the best defense, so maybe we can make some reads. Maybe we can move the ball down the field here and see what we can come up with. How is that intentional grounding? How is it intentional grounding to try to throw the ball on a crossing route and get hit as you're throwing and it not go anywhere? I don't really get that. Okay, so we're just not going to block anybody. We're blocking 6 guys and just have guys coming untouched at Aaron Rodgers flying up the field. Block 6, he rushes 5, and I have a guy come untouched past my right tackle. I'm not even sure what you're supposed to do in that situation.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. So give him 5 yards there.
So BS roughing, or a BS intentional grounding penalty sets us behind. And then for the second play, we get instant pressure, take a sack, and we're going to have to punt the ball back. He just hit my punter, but no penalty there. And there comes the screen pass. And they'll stop Barkley just short of the first down marker, 3rd and inches now. And on 3rd and short, we'll stuff the fullback dive. I would imagine he's going to go for this here. But we'll take a timeout just in case he doesn't get it or he kicks. Oh, he can't kick a field goal. That's too far. Be a 64-yard field goal. Yeah, he's going to go for this. Hard flat, nobody's in the flat. I literally called a play and put in 0-yard flats, and my guy just doesn't cover the flat. You can see it on the play screen. Hard flat, and the guy drifts back 15 yards instead of attacking the flat.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence will throw.
There we go. My safety can't cover Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A lot of times the key is just get him
Just no answers. He's got a pass rush and I don't know how to deal with it.
Exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Just gonna have to hope for a fumble because we got to hope for a fumble or an interception because we're not going to get sacks and we're not going to get stops.
and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Okay, there we go. Sack, fumble. Let's pick it up. Let's run it back, Rashawn Gary.
He's at the 40, the 20, 10.
And don't. Okay. Thought he was going to die, so. I didn't actually see who brought in the pressure that time, but Rashawn Gary, the defensive tackle, gets the scoop and score. That is a huge swing of momentum as defense was looking hopeless. I mean, you heard me say it. The green dot, the guy, I'm talking into his mic, he heard me say it. They decided to step up and make a play. That's just huge for the defense. So recaptures the momentum, recaptures the lead with only 16 seconds to go till half.
As the kicks away.
Whew. That's absolutely huge from the defense there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just toast me on a corner route.
And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that?
We're legit going to give up a field goal when he got the ball with 17 seconds left.
Sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And quick pressure off the edge, setting up that blitz there against empty. That's going to knock him back to the 50, potentially out of field goal range.
Chance for one more
I thought Jackson had that. I shaded over the top to try to make sure we didn't get beat by one of his speedy receivers, and Jackson had a step. It just misses. Safety was slow to rotate. That's a scary play right there. All right, let's make our adjustments here. We're going to go to defending the short pass because he's been killing us in the flats. There's a cutback lane for Aaron Jones, who's going to pick up 7 yards. He's now got 41 yards rushing on 7 carries so far this game. Have 58 passing yards on the game so far, but we're still ahead somehow. Had the guy open, just don't have the time to get it off, and that's a large reason why we're not having passing yards. That's 6 guys blocking against 4 guys rushing again, and we just get hit as we're trying to throw. Maybe I drifted too far out of the pocket there, I don't know, but we're definitely having all kinds of problems here with pass protection in this one. Rogers finds Dawson Knox on the out route there against man coverage to pick up the first down. Try to run the draw there. He turns out to be in a blitz, and that gets us nowhere. Finds Aaron Jones over the middle of the field with some blockers there, picks up the first down. Rogers now 7 of 11 passing, and we won't say how many yards he has.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Rogers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Room there for Jones, and I totally bumped into my lineman.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
And the all-pro 98 overall David Bakhtiari is unable to block the rookie there. And it's going to be a 3-yard loss.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rogers.
And Rogers finds Romeo Dubs over the middle of the field for the first down.
Made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers.
Quick fire out to Aaron Jones in the flat to pick up the first down against the blitz there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they picked up a first down, so now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go back to the ground with Jones.
And now the offensive line is starting to run block well. Aaron Jones is getting going.
59 yards on the
Gets us to a 2nd and inches.
Maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Up the middle,
Ooh. Thought Jones was going to have a lane for a touchdown there.
This has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely
I didn't see who that injury was. I think it was one of his guys though. I didn't see my guys pop up there, so
defense.
Rodgers now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
and that one is me. Sean Ryan is now hurt.
The coverage right there, there weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him
He's trying to get that to Dawson Knox and let him win a jump ball there. It obviously did not work.
So far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a hand
And
flying left to
I don't know how you let a safety run in from the 2nd level like that.
This time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went reverse a little bit, threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal.
Nothing there on that one.
There, no one open. He just throws it away.
So after all that, we're going to have to settle for a field goal that will put us up by 6, assuming we make it, which we should. So 20-14, no payoff with a touchdown after that long drive, but positive is we were getting a lot better play from the offensive line. We were getting push to run the ball. So if our defense can get us another stop here, we should be in good shape.
You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going.
There's that route to Barkley in the flat.
Kicking field goals, that's in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence.
And there's Barkley again in the flat that nobody's covering.
Catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this
How does Barkley run through 3 guys there? How does he run through 3 dudes? There's 3 guys touching him, and he doesn't go down. All right, disaster striking there. I guess the Madden gods paying us back for that strip sack that we had. Strip sack 6. So just like that, we are back down 1, and we're going to have to attempt to go on a long drive here. Nothing there on that one for Aaron Jones, only going to pick up 1 yard. Block 6, 4 guys rushing, and I believe that was a defensive end that wasn't even touched by the linemen that are lined up opposite him. Yeah, nose tackle comes right up the middle. Defensive tackle that is lined up, head up on the center. The center does not touch him, and he goes untouched to the quarterback. That's absolute trash. Romeo Doubs makes the catch, mosses that guy. I really thought he had a step for like a touchdown there, and the ball didn't get there. I'll have to watch a replay of that one later. I thought that was a lot more wide open than it ended up being, but Doubs will go up and make the catch in traffic. And throw your 4s up now. Going into the 4th quarter, down 1 in London. Caught a few breaks in this game, had a few not go our way, and that's how it goes sometimes. We've got the ball, driving it down 1. I take back all the good things I said about the offensive line on our last drive. Every single one of them. Rodgers with the quick game out to Watkins, who does his best Saquon Barkley impression, shrugging off a couple of tacklers. And we have 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Need a touchdown here. And Rogers is going to hit Dawson Knox for the touchdown there. I think he run committed on that one. It didn't look like anybody was in coverage.
Packers answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They're going to run forward Jones.
I will never understand why a defensive end can be unblocked on a play.
Lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
Like, you watch a replay of that play, that defensive end, no one even touches him.
Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Comes from head up on, or that was a defensive tackle, comes from head up on the center, totally untouched into the backfield to blow up a run. So 5-point game now. We have a lead with 5:56 left in the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Right side
And he takes the throw to the flat, picks up 5 yards.
to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Lawrence. It's Jackson again on the reception. 7 yards there and a first down.
Possess a 10 players still active from the 2008 NFL draft, and here's one of them picking up the first down. Deshaun Jackson still got plenty of that speed. They had him 36 all-time in receiving prior to this season. There may not be a lot of playing time left for him, but every time he's out on the field, his presence will be felt.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on first and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. His pass into the hands of Bellinger. And that'll be
I literally cannot get people to defend the flat.
So much goes into success.
I'm putting flats out there. I know he's just throwing the ball to the flat. That was even our halftime adjustment, but I guess that was like a delay or a delay block. I don't know. Maybe that's why nobody's out there, but that's certainly getting frustrating.
on second down. Here's Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there. A big 3rd
There we go. Coming in the backfield, that was Gregory Rousseau making the play. All right, we're hard flatting this.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Oh, get it! Oh, no.
And incomplete.
We swatted that, and it swatted it right into the lap of the other guy, but not able to come away with that interception. That would have been huge.
Fortunately, to no avail.
It was a good read by him. Maybe the ball just needs to come out a smidge quicker. Man, I thought we had that one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw.
Ooh. Slayton was wide open. My play totally glitched on that one. When he motioned that guy, it totally glitched everything. But misses that throw, and that is huge.
On his ledger.
And Eric Stokes makes the break on the ball and swats it away on 4th and 13. The Rev in the chat, what happened there? I assume you're asking about that 3rd down, and I honestly have no idea. Lawrence just missed that throw. I'm not sure how Lawrence missed that throw, but he did. So 3:19 left. We're up by 5. A field goal would give us an 8-score lead, and we're close to field goal range, but it's going to be hard to run the ball here, as he is going to load up to stop our run.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Okay, 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers.
And just instant pressure. At least that one was a blitz against blocking 5, but
Leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Much like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Out to the
and Dawson Knox breaking a whole bunch of tackles is going to get down to the 41. I think that puts us in field goal range.
So the completion good for 6 yards.
58-yarder. We've got 96 kick power. We should be able to hit this.
Instead, they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it.
A crosswind.
Defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
That should be in.
And I tell you what,
Yeah, right down the middle.
58
Well, now in hindsight, I really wish we hadn't gone for 2. After our last touchdown, we'd be up 9 right now. But hindsight's 2020. We were playing to get up by a touchdown. Now we just have to hold him out of the end zone with 2:11 left here in the game. Deshaun Jackson is literally terrifying right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Definitely getting a little nervous here.
Complete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence.
And there's Deshaun Jackson just toasting my cornerback.
He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Bringing pressure off the edge. He's going to fade back out of the pocket and throw it away.
Ball here as we welcome you back.
Actually, I don't know if that was a throwaway or just a pressure inaccurate, but
Looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
he's going to hand it off to Barkley on 2nd and 10. Is going to make it a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 ahead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
got very lucky there. He had that seam wide open for a touchdown because for some reason the motion totally jacked up my coverages. Like, guys started running across the field. I have no idea what was going on there. And Devondre Campbell breaks on that and is going to swat it down, and barring something crazy, we should be able to walk away with a win here. Just got to not fumble. I guess it's not that simple. He's still got all his timeouts, but fingers crossed we can pick up a first down here and end this football game. And Aaron Jones is going to roll forward for 3 yards, and that's going to be a timeout. The question is, do we dare throw this football? I don't think we do, to be honest. And Jones is going to cut back. Browning overruns that hole and picks up a first down. And that should do it right there. A good game to our opponent, the Giants. Very, very good opponent. I am glad that he is not in my division this year, but it does feel good to take one off of him after the amount of games that he beat me up last year. So. Good game to the Giants. We're going to improve to 3-2 on the year with the Jets coming to town next week. Again, the Jets were a Super Bowl winner last cycle. Another guy that's playing with the same team for the second year in a row. He hasn't quite found his groove yet, but he's seemed to have always had my number. So tough game for us next week against the Jets. Let's take a look at our stats. I really appreciate that it didn't do the panoramic of the stadium that time. Aaron Rodgers goes 13 of 20 for 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I think that's the second game in a row we haven't thrown an interception. Aaron Jones, 18 carries for 73 yards, no touchdowns, 1 broken tackle. Dawson Knox leads the team in receptions and gets a touchdown. Sammy Watkins leads the team in yards and gets a touchdown. And Christian Watson held without a catch after he has 1 drop on the game. Defensively, our tackle leaders, it's a tie between Quay Walker, Gregory Rousseau, and Darnell Savage. Had a whole bunch of tackles for loss in this game. We were penetrating in the run game. Dean Lowry, Isaiah Johnson each get a sack. Rashawn Gary and Gregory Rousseau split a sack. Jair Alexander with an interception. And then, of course, Rashawn Gary with the 79-yard fumble, scoop, and score. So let's finish the game up here, and let's go see if we have any points that we can spend, any skill points. Yes, we didn't get to 15 first downs, but we got 9 points, so we can buy everyone into scheme now. We also have a couple of skill points we can spend here on important positions. So Darnell Savage, I don't necessarily have to dev him for zone anymore since the scheme fit won't actually matter. So I'm going to actually go do him for run support. Gives 2-man coverage, 2 tackle, or 2 pursuit, 1 tackle, 1 hit power, 1 block shedding. So that's a pretty solid skill point. Eric Stokes, I'm going to try to balance some of these guys out now. Since we're playing more man and zone this year, he gets 2 man, 1 press, 3 awareness. And Romeo Dobbs. What do I want to do for a wide receiver here? let's make him a playmaker. That sounds good. He gets all the route runnings and a catching, so pretty good. Dobbs is looking pretty good now. 92 speed, pretty good player. So let's bounce out here, and let's go to our staff, and we're gonna buy everyone being a scheme fit. So now everybody will get the scheme fit XP whenever we do training, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. That'll be nice. The next thing we'll probably do is work down this side to get to after-school tutoring, which lets us add extra focus players for development. So there you have it. After a 0-2 start, we've ripped off 3 straight wins, 2 of them real nail-biters, sandwiching the Week 4 game that was kind of a blowout. Coming up next, we have a home game against the Jets, and then we go on the road against the Commanders and the Bills. So that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoy these, give me a follow on Twitter or on Twitch at twitch.tv/halfandhalf. You can jump in, get notifications when I go live, and I'll interact with you guys in the comments during the game. If you're watching these later on YouTube, that's totally fine too. Drop me a comment. I would love to talk to you